Warrior, welcome. This is day 14 of our 31 days of advocacy. January is National Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month. Today, I want to talk about cell phones in the classrooms. Yes, we need to go hard on this one. We need to discuss it, and I need to get you involved with all of this, with your school district, your individual school, high schools, middle schools, grade schools, everybody, because we know that we can't tell you when to give your child a device, a phone. There's something called parental autonomy, and we honor that. However, we do urge that you delay is the way. Wait until 8th. I mean, why would a child in 2nd grade need a cell phone? However, studies show that the parents are the ones that are pushing back and saying, I need to be in constant contact with my child, as opposed to the kids. We do have 28 states currently in some capacity looking at ways to keep the phones out of the classrooms. Now, I'm all for having cubbies in the classrooms that the child can put the phone in during the class, and then, should there be an emergency, they can easily have access to their phone to be in touch with their parents or 911. They also have, right now, those little pouches that kids can keep the phones in. There's something where you can check on your way into the school in the main office. I kind of don't like that one, actually. I'd be curious what you have to say about that. I'd prefer cubbies in each classroom, or the child has to keep the phone in the pouch. Some schools are saying, okay, between classes, you can use the phone. You can use the phone at lunchtime. Some schools are saying, not at all during the 6 hours you are in the classrooms. We have plenty of studies, and I won't bore you with that. Teachers are happier. The kids are more focused. They're learning. They're not isolating. And they're also just communicating with each other, whether in a study hall, a classroom, they're lunchtime, they're talking. It's movement, it's eyes, it's thinking. It's not the scrolling, not the addiction. We know that addiction, there is cell phone addiction. So I'm urging all of you to go to lynswarriors.org, where we have a program under our Take Actions, how you can approach your school. I mean, there are no laws on the books per se, but your child, as an example, in middle school, get another parent or two or guardian. I like to say that because today's families, I'm very aware of, living in New York City, families today are made up of grandparents raising kids, of older siblings raising kids, of aunties and uncles raising kids. So we want these partnerships, right? And get one or two of the other parents or guardians or family members to come along with you and approach, the teacher, or approach the guidance counselor, approach the school. But you have to have the information, with you, armed with the facts. That's why, I'm suggesting you go to lynswarriors.org and find out. I've done all the heavy lifting for you. And it's just common sense that a child not walking around checking all day long, or seeing how many likes they have, or checking who's doing what, would benefit them. The other problem we have to bring forth, and this is another one, remember, these are each little nuggets that lead to another one, is a lot of parents say that the children, when they're involved in sports, whether it's football, cheerleading, soccer, tennis, whatever it is, after school activities, we'll say, a lot of them have a group chat, right? We do as adults for different things we're involved in. And a lot of the parents are not allowed on that group chat. Well, that is just wrong. I think if you buy that child a device, I think you have access. I don't care if the kids don't like it, but why should the adult coaches or teachers or leaders or whoever's on there running these groups have access to your children, minors, and you're the parent? So that is something let's talk about also with individual schools. I want to say to you, we have to get going in 2025. It would start with subscribing. And I say that you may be listening to this video, but you're not subscribed to the channel. That's what I mean, because somebody wrote to me and said, people don't have money to buy your channel. I'm not asking you to buy my channel. I'm asking you to hit the subscribe button, which is free. Now, there is, for $2.99 a month, a membership where I'm sending out videos first, and we'll be loading more content for those members. That's $2.99 a month, I admit that. But when I say subscribe, that is because people are telling me they are unsubscribed. So I'm just reminding you, I remind you again because I want to get into, I really have no shame about this. My birthday is in a couple of days. I am trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And that will put the Warriors in a brand new highway lane on YouTube of getting our information out to more warriors so we can spread this information. But I leave you with this. Each and every one of us, I will say this till I am a broken record, must do something. I'm going to be posting later an interview I did with human trafficking survivor Sherry Lopez. And I've been wanting to talk to Sherry for a while. I met her in Washington, D.C. last July. And she is absolutely an amazing warrior. And something that's been bothering me that we don't talk about, this grooming process enough. What does that really mean? And I want you to hear Sherry when I put the interview up, because she grew up with two parents, nice house, two sisters, everything was normal. And how her football star boyfriend in high school got her involved in this trafficking, in this slavery. She agrees with me. Slavery is a much more descriptive word. The enslavement of somebody. We have to understand what is fueling all of this, because the truth is, will we end it? No, we can't. It's too big. It makes too much money. Too many people complicit. But what we can do is get in there, intervene, prevent new young women, girls, boys and young men too, of this enslavement. We can educate you what's happening right in front of us. It's a crime against humanity. I want all my fellow Americans to get on board with this. Our precious children are not for sale. So during this month of January, let's really focus on what is important. We have a lot of great things happening. New administration, new ideas, new people. I'll be down in Washington a lot. Send me any questions or comments, lynn@lynswarriors.org, and let's get this going. Let us be the leaders. Let us be the ones that we say every single day, community creates change. With this information, thank you always for listening, for joining us, for sharing on your social media platforms. And remember, each and every day, go out and be a warrior.